How do you grow your Instagram with no money? Or maybe you just have a little money. How do you grow your Instagram with $0? How do you grow it with $100? Is it possible? Like, how do I do this when I'm broke? Look, I've been there. I've grown accounts when I'm broke. I've grown accounts when I had less than $100 to spend. On this video, I'm gonna show you guys the budget way of how to grow an account and get your first 1,000 followers so you can start running up to 100K. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. If you're new here or you don't know who I am, my name's Anthony. I run a 1 million follower network on Instagram, and I also run an Instagram marketing agency. But before I went ahead and started doing all that, I was basically in the same position that many of you are in if you're probably watching this video, meaning I was broke. I was trying to grow my Instagram account. I was trying to make money online, period, just trying to find some way. And this is probably the best way out of all my experience now that I could find, where if someone said, hey, Anthony, I am completely broke. I don't know what to do. I have less than $100 to spend. How do I grow my account? This would be my advice to that person. So with that said, let's get into the video. But before we do, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. It's red. You hit it. We drop videos like this every single day. If you're trying to grow on Instagram or trying to make money from Instagram, this is the YouTube channel you want to subscribe to, because I teach you guys how to do all of that. With that said, let's jump into this video. So the first step to going ahead and growing on a budget, one of the easiest things you can do, and this isn't really that's going to take your growth to the next level, especially if you're in a personal brand. We're going to be using DM groups, but in this case, we're not going to be using DM groups to grow. We're going to be using DM groups to give other people permission to go ahead and engage on our content. So our goal here is not to go ahead and join 100, 200, 300, just absurd amount of DM groups. Really what we're looking for is 1 to 3 really good active DM groups. And all we want to use these for is just simply to get more comments, more engagement on our pictures. The reason why I suggest using a DM group, especially when you're small, is that someone might be following you and they really like your content, but consumers are a little bit weird. They're a little bit shy. Sometimes you might have a really good piece of content. Someone really wants to put their opinion on it, but if there are 0 comments on that post, people oftentimes don't want to be the first one. Again, you have to go into the consumer mindset. People just kind of get shy. They think Instagram's like this really, like thing where people are judging and looking at them, even though it's not. So when you use DM groups and you use just a few, and you could bring in like 10 to 15 to 20 comments on your post. It doesn't have to be super quick. Just get those comments on there. Now, when other people go ahead and they see it, the consumer, the ideal follower you want, they might actually go ahead and engage on it because they're not the first one. They're not the weird one. And it basically gives them permission to go ahead and engage on the content. So the first step is set up a few DM groups. So not only will it help other people to engage, but you're going to get your pictures engagement and get it pushed out to more of your existing followers. And it's going to make your page look really active. Now, one of the best things that you can go ahead and do for growth, and again, since you're starting off so small and you're starting off with no money, accept that this is going to take a little bit of time. This isn't going to be like an overnight to 100K. It's not going to be an overnight to 1 million, okay? Most of the time, money talks. If you want to grow fast, it's going to take a little bit of money. You can do things this cheap way, but don't expect that 0 to 10,000 followers in, a week, because ideally it's just not possible if you have $0 for a budget. So getting into shoutouts and S for S. If you have some money, invest into shoutouts. If you don't, then just do S for S. Now look, this is going to be slow. It's going to be a little bit hard. You're really going to have to go ahead and work, because let's say you have 100 followers or less, you're probably only going to be teaming up with people to do S for S between 100 to 500 followers, meaning you guys will probably only get, 10, 20, maybe 30 followers each promotion you do on each account. So you're going to have to do quite a few of S for S's. But if every day you go out there and you message 10 accounts that are similar to your size, you can probably land an S for S every day. And at the end of 1 month, if you had 30 people going ahead and promoting you, which would be 1 person per day, then you will probably go ahead and gain that 1,000 followers. And you actually probably could gain that in 1 month just off the S for S alone. If you have some budget for shout out, go ahead and utilize it, because it will take you there even faster. Now, the next way to go ahead and really start getting some followers, and again, it takes a lot of time. It's free, but you're not getting like a huge ROI. The biggest thing is that it's free, and that's the best thing about this. It is free, but it takes a lot of time, and you're not going to get that many followers out of it. This is not going to take you, 0 to 100K. This is the type of thing where this works when you compound it. So if you compound this and you compound S for S and you compound the DM groups, everything that I'm sharing with you guys right now should be compounded. So this next part is just going ahead and leaving comments on people's photos, but you don't want to do it the old school shitty way where you're just leaving comments saying, hey, check out my profile. Find other pages that are within your niche and engage on their posts regularly. Like, ultimately find like 20, 30 to 50 pages, turn on notifications for them, and these have to be pages that you really like, and every day on their posts, go in there and just, say something positive, give some value, give some of your insight, some of your perspective. They're gonna see it, their followers are gonna see it, and you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna build your following. All it takes is time, but you're gonna leave comments, become part of the community, and again, Takes a lot of time, you don't get many followers, but when you're broke, you have to do these things. You have to put in that work. The next thing that's really easy that could go ahead and get you, between 1 to 10 followers just by posting, which is really good. A lot of people don't know how to get followers just from posting alone. So this works really, really well. It's just by tagging influencers that are within your niche. So on the post, you can tag influencers. When you tag influencers, you actually show up on their profile under tag. And if you're tagging big enough influencers, there's a lot of traffic under those tagged photos. Now, most of those tagged photos are really shitty images. So if you're posting good content, your good content is going to stand out across all that shitty content, and people will see it, click it, and it's an easy way to get 1 to 10 followers each and every single time you post. Tagging influencers on the post, you show up on their profile really quick, basically hack way to go ahead and show up on a big influencer's profile. The next way, and this does take basically some money to do, would be fan pages, but you can get it done for pretty cheap. If you have $100 to $200, you could easily go ahead and get a software that will allow you to basically do this. But setting up some fan pages, setting up 1, 2, maybe 3 accounts, again, you want to start slow at first, and setting up some fan pages that are on bots and they direct traffic to your main profile. Now, this doesn't mean that you're using follow and follow on your main profile. What this means is here's your main profile, and then let's say you have 2 bots here, and these 2 bots are on automation, and these 2 profiles are set up to get traffic back to your profile. So let's say one account is getting you 50 followers per day. You have 2 accounts, so now you're getting 100 followers per day back to your main account. Again, those are just simple numbers. The numbers will probably be a little bit less, but fan pages is an easy way if you have some type of a budget to go ahead and start implementing that, because it's an easy way to get basically followers while you sleep. So guys, that is how to get 1,000 followers if you're broke. If I had absolutely nothing and I didn't have budget to buy into DM groups, or I didn't have time to go ahead and form DM groups and do the viral method, and I had to basically do all the stuff with no money, this is what I would do. I would scrounge up a couple $100, use a little bit of shoutouts, use a little bit of fan pages, and do all of these manual methods. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to go ahead and hit that like button. And if you took value out of this, why not subscribe to the channel and go through some more videos, because we give away tons of value. This is nothing compared to some of the other videos on this channel. With all that said, guys, if you guys want a free advanced Instagram webinar, I expose everything on this webinar, exactly what big gurus are lying about, and exactly how you can go ahead and actually use the strategies big gurus use to go ahead and gain 10,000 followers per month. These are the exact things I do to gain 10,000 followers per month. I will leave that links below. With all that said, guys, keep grinding, keep hustling, and I'll see you all on the next one.